6ix9ine is a genius. But he's a rat, bro. A real street dude would never tell. On the guys, I'd never bend, I'd never fold. He's a snitch, he should watch his back. Hold up, I'm obviously not an expert in street code, nor should I be talking about the ethics of gang activity. So today we will simply be talking about 6ix9ine's continuous winning marketing strategies. I'm sure you're familiar with 6ix9ine's Instagram comeback, getting 2 million people in his live stream. Woodstock had an overestimated 500,000 people there. That's 4 Woodstock crowds. There's not an artist that could do that. Not Eminem, not Drake, not Taylor Swift, not One Direction, not BTS. Literally none of them could do that. I think 6ix9ine's music videos have consistently been the best part of his marketing and the way he really separates himself from other people. Starting with Gummo. This song was easily the one that got everybody's attention. He had a much smaller following before this, and his music was decent. But he had come up with a plan to make himself noticed by the world. And we learned, due to him ratting on literally everybody in New York City during his trial, that 6ix9ine was never a real gang member to begin with. 6ix9ine knew he needed real street credit in order for people to take him seriously. If he was gonna talk the rah-rah, he needed certifications. So he joined the gang and became the poster boy for 9 Trey, aka Treyway. You might be thinking to yourself, man, joining a gang seems like an extreme measure just to have a successful music career. Well, it was, and we all saw what happened. But it worked. And this wasn't the first time he joined a group and became a poster child for them. Familiar with Scum Gang? Tekashi didn't start out as the rainbow-haired gangsta we all know. He was just a regular kid who worked at a bodega and wore controversial streetwear. He met up with Righteous P, older brother of Zilla Kami, who at the time were known as Scum Gang. They started working together. They built his image from Danny Hernandez, the streetwear model, to 6ix9ine, the rainbow gangsta. They wrote his lyrics, told him how to brand himself, gave him his music video style, introduced him to their fans, and Tekashi just focused on getting attention on social media and finessing people. A really long story short, it didn't work out between Tekashi and Scum Gang.
P, you a bitch. Zilla, you a bitch.
And this is where he went to 9 Trey because, like I said before, he needed this gangsta persona and needed a big gang to give him some credibility. Following Gummo, he dropped Kuda, Kiki, and Billy. All of these music videos followed the same formula. Music videos that made you feel like he was the king of all of these dangerous people. Riding dirt bikes and quads through the streets, girls dancing, flashing drugs, guns, red flags everywhere. Makes you think this guy is really living a ridiculous and crazy and dangerous lifestyle, but it's really entertaining to watch. But that formula wasn't gonna last forever. It was starting to get a little bit dry and predictable. So he needed something to grab people's attention again. The video for Gotti drops. And what does 6ix9ine do best? Make fun of himself and piss people off. In the video, they edit him singing on a female's body, and he knew that the internet would go crazy, and they did. He knew people couldn't help themselves once they saw this screenshot, and 400 million views later, look who's laughing now. The next, and probably the most famous 6ix9ine marketing strategy is his beefs. I'm not gonna go too deep in this one because Trap Lore Ross put out a whole feature film on his beefs. And because it's so obvious why beefs get you clout, nobody talked about MGK for years and then he goes at Eminem and all of a sudden he's popping. But Tekashi invited beef from literally anyone.
I tell everybody all the time, test my gangster, right?
But he also beefed with celebrities like Trippie Redd, Chief Keef,
Fuck Chief Keef,
YG, The Game, Adrian Broner, and literally a million other rappers. Basically, he would get them riled up,
You a whole bum out here.
troll them on the internet, and these guys would post about him for days and days saying how they're gonna do this and gonna do that.
6ix9ine.
All that happened was Tekashi's follower count went up, he remained untouched, and he just kept proving his own points.
Stupid.
His next great marketing strategy that I really feel like gets overlooked is Tekashi's branding. It's the little details. His song titles. Uniquely his and very simple. People made fun of it, but it's a song title. Who cares? Building the familiarity with his song titles allowed fans to genuinely be curious about what he would name his next song. What 2-syllable non-word is he gonna name it? Maybe Dee, maybe Boo Boo, maybe Lilu. Literally nobody cares about the name of a song. But when it comes to 6ix9ine, it's relatively interesting. Next, the rainbow colors. Most musicians wear all black, It's clean, super low key. I mean, what rapper ever flexed rainbow colors? He wanted to be the loudest and the brightest in the room, have all of your attention on him. It's very mainstream appealing, and unfortunately, it's really good for kids. I say unfortunately because obviously these kids shouldn't be listening to Tekashi's music, but if they tell their parents that they want this colorful shark shirt, their naive parents aren't gonna think it's from a rapper who makes music about gang violence. And kids dominate the streaming market, so that's where your target audience has to be, whether you like it or not. The next marketing strategy is his Spanish song, Bibi, or Bebe. The international bag is so sweet. It's the biggest song he's ever made. But why is that? Well, because most Spanish speakers are not American, and they don't really know nor care about any of Tekashi's antics. They just hear a fun song that they can dance to. They probably don't know how controversial he is, or all of the terrible things that he's done. They probably just think he's an American superstar. And I mean, it's a pretty good Spanish pop song. I go live every Sunday and Wednesday on Twitch, and I react to your music, and I listen to your music, and then sometimes they end up being in my videos, but maybe not, but maybe sometimes. So join the live streams. Before I discuss the most recent event and how Tekashi kind of brought all of his famous marketing strategies into one specific time, which was right now, there are a few things that we have to mention that were heavily in his favor. One, the trial obviously heavily inflated his fame. I mean, there are tons of people that actually don't care about Tekashi as an artist, but were genuinely interested on the moves that he would make and the decisions that he would make as soon as he gets out of jail. Also, with the current virus going on, there is so many people trapped inside, bored with nothing to do. So it's extremely convenient for millions of people to be paying attention to him. It was kind of just a perfect storm for him. But his epic comeback was perfectly executed. He was released on April 2nd due to the virus, and he didn't go on social media at all. He knew that people would be waiting for him, and he could make money off that anticipation. He spent an entire month planning for this, recording the song, getting these colorful walls put up and all of the hottest girls in the world to come to a room to film a video. He got the little shark logo made, he got the chain to match, and then he made the merch line to tie it all in together. And once it was finally ready to go, he would announce with this tweet that he was going live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you know anything about 6ix9ine, even before he got locked up, his lives were something that were totally worth waiting for. I mean, beefs, drugs, guns, violence, you name it, it's been in a Tekashi 6ix9ine live stream. We had no idea what to expect. We all think at 3 p.m. we're gonna get this epic live stream. So 20 minutes before 3, he posts his new single on Instagram promoting it to YouTube, which caught everybody off guard. So everybody's sitting there waiting for him. He drops a music video. What are they gonna do? Of course they're gonna go listen to it. That is the first official reveal of what he's doing, what he looks like, what's going on. What is he even gonna make music about? And then the iconic moment came at the end of this music video. 6ix9ine turns into a living rat emoji while laughing in the face of all of his haters. Do I really need to explain to you why this is the most genius thing he has ever done? I don't think I have to. He didn't end up going live for about an hour after the song was released, so around 3:40 p.m. And if I'm not mistaken, in that hour he had roughly 3 to 5 million views on that video, which is not normal under any circumstance. He starts the IG live with 2 very eloquent women dancing to his song. But it was really smart. Grab people's attention and have them still build that anticipation. He had 1 million people in this live in the first minute and a half. Then he finally makes this hilarious grand entrance holding handcuffs while listening to the Bad Boys song. Trolling the world and also making fun of himself is the perfect recipe for a Tekashi 6ix9ine moment. He obviously had to talk about the trial and talk about what happened and what he was thinking and why he did what he did. He couldn't just go on live, say, hey, what's up, promote his music, and then be out. I mean, tons of people would be pissed. So for about 10 minutes, he just kind of justified his snitching, still took shots at some haters, a little bit of trolling, but mostly just bragging about how he snitched and he's still really rich and really famous and it doesn't matter at all. And then he quickly ended the live and started promoting his music. He knows that easily this will be the most traffic and most attention that he'll ever get in his life. He kept the real juice and what people really want very brief and spent most of the time capitalizing on the dollar that he could have made. He got all this attention and he told you to do 2 things. Listen to the song, buy the merch. Both are things that you can make a lot of money on. It was the biggest moment of his career. The video unofficially reached 43 million views in 24 hours, which is unofficially in the top 20 most viewed videos of all time in the first 24 hours. Eminem had the previous record for a hip hop video. But if you look at the top 20, you see world-renowned artists like Taylor Swift, BTS, Ariana Grande, etc. Imagine all of these artists and then Tekashi fucking 6ix9ine. The guy who's been taking advantage of people and using them for his own benefit, threatening every gang member in the world, taking part in murders, robberies, racketeering, drug trafficking, countless felonies, then snitching on every single person that helped him do these crimes and achieve his success, and then gets out of jail after 16 months just to capitalize on the moment, make millions of dollars, and become the biggest artist in the world again with the utmost praise. This is nothing short of absolute genius. And literally no other rapper ever will ever be able to top this. 6ix9ine is living proof that the masses don't care about ethics, they don't care about code, they don't care about morality. They just want to be entertained. That's it. Hope you're hydrated while watching this video. My name is Patrick CC. Subscribe. People thought that Drake was a marketing genius because he made the TikTok dance song in the middle of coronavirus. Like, it's literally nothing compared to what Tekashi's done to make this come up even happen.
Memory, can't remember enemy. Memory, why I got this weaponry. Memory, blame it on the Hennessy.